Hallelujah. The season is almost over. My God. Laker land. Good morning, boys and girls. Shout out to Lakers Nation. Big up to the NBA community and welcome back. Purple and gold skies. It's kind of cloudy, but we are in Laker land. Good morning, boys and girls. Seven Mitchell in the building. Yes. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Shout out to the entire Laker land supporters and the community. Before we get into today's live stream, I want to just shout out the team. As always, big up to Hank, BA, and Cole. 3/4 of the Laker land staff. Shout out to you, brothers. We got a pretty quick, brief, interesting live stream this morning to go in with you guys, man, because I'm a little bit pissed off. Lakers Nation has pissed me off this morning. They have exposed themselves. We're going to have to talk about it here on Lakerland. Just a quick reminder, man, if you guys are new to the platform, subscribe to the Lakerland channel. Also, smash that like button so we can get today's live stream out to the NBA community. Also, follow our VIP Lakers watch party room on Playback. That's playback.tv/Lakerland. Come follow us. We provide free VIP access for all our Laker game watch parties. And of course, every weekend we have the Lakerland podcast live and exclusively on Playback. So again, join us on playback.tv/Lakerland. It's free. Come join the room. Be part of history as we build the Lakerland platform. But this morning, my God, I got to talk to the bosses, boys and girls. I really got to talk to the bosses because we have an interesting lineup to discuss today. Man, things just have not went the way that the Lakers as a fan base have pretty much expected in this last week. We had a lot of momentum going towards the end of this season, boys and girls, and it just unfortunately has not really worked out all in our favor. We was going to need some help along with the consistent winning streak in order to get where we wanted to go. You know, we came up short in a couple of games and we really didn't get all of the help that we needed, but we're here now and we have to move forward. Two games left in the regular season of the Lakers run. Both games are on the road. Tomorrow night, they got the Memphis Grizzlies. Then they ended out at New Orleans. I didn't even realize that the last game at Crypto versus the Warriors could in fact potentially be the last game in Crypto for the season. It really could. I got to talk to the bosses. I'm looking on social media and most of Lakers Nation, especially the media outlets, the Laker media outlets, the fan media outlets for the Lakers on Twitter and all that, they have literally turned their back on this Lakers team, and it is disgusting. I'm seeing platforms on social media who consider themselves as Laker fans or Laker media platforms and outlets who've been talking smack all season about this team getting somewhere, being productive. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants to talk about next year. Now, all of a sudden, it's going to take 2 road games just to get into the playoffs. So we literally have Laker platforms who has been praising the purple and gold all year, have automatically, for whatever weird reason, put the Lakers in the 10th spot. Now, I'm already pissed that they are in the 9th spot and they will have to play 2 games to get into the playoffs. That is a fact. But the 10th seed would potentially have to play on the road. So basically, this platform is saying that the Lakers are going to fall short to the Warriors. The Warriors do have the tiebreaker. The Warriors have 3 games left to go in the season, and the Lakers have 1. So it's basically a fan base of the Lakers, a media platform for LA is saying that Golden State is going to win out and tie with the Lakers and take the 9th seed. It's just ridiculous that we will not go down on our ship like that. All this stuff we've been talking as a Laker fan base, and now towards the end of the season, a couple days left, we have no support. We already thrown in the towel, so to speak. People are crying, oh, we're going to have to face the Denver Nuggets in the first round, even if we get 2 road games just to have to play Denver. This is the game. This is the process. This is what you want. You want the best action locked in every night, especially in April and moving forward. So I feel like, man, Laker Nation really exposed themselves. Give me a second, boys and girls, because I got to talk to the bosses. Quick timeout, quick reminder. But, man, give me a second. Oh, man. My bad, boys and girls. But yeah, getting back to the get back, man, I really was pissed off about what I've seen on social media this morning with the Laker fan base and these media outlets automatically giving up on the Lakers. Like, let me know what y'all think. What are the Lakers where the Lakers landing at? It's either 9th or 10th. At the end of the day, they're not getting out of them 2 spots. We've already realized that since Phoenix didn't lose last night. So it's pretty much a done deal. I got the Lakers beating Memphis tomorrow. New Orleans will be a tough game at New Orleans for the last game of the season. It will definitely have meaning to it. But I got a lot of faith that Los Angeles, if guys are available, can close this thing out with 2 games and have the play-in scenario versus Golden State at Crypto. But I've been fucking telling y'all for fucking months, don't nobody want to lock in versus Steph and them dudes in the first round or in a 1-game scenario. You do not want to face guys like LeBron and Steph Curry in a 1-game scenario when it all matters the most. You don't. These guys have been literally battle tested. They have been here before. And you're going to need so much more from your supporting cast. And when you look at this last week, my God, I really got to talk to the boss. Whose supporting cast has looked better this week? Steph Curry guys or LeBron James guys? Just this week, in the last 7 days, whose supporting cast has looked better? Whose coach has coached better? Bro, we are in a little bit of trouble. I am not going to hold you. I do not care that this game is in crypto. It does matter. That's really the only thing that we can hang our hat on. Beating Golden State in the 1-game scenario is not going to be a cakewalk. I promise you. This is going to be a very, very tough game. We knocked Golden State out of the playoffs last year. You know they're going for revenge. Klay Thompson is heating up. He's the one guy that you need if you're a Lakers fan having to go up against him. You need him to be ice cold. Because the shit that Klay seems to have, y'all, when we've been watching these games, especially versus the Lakers, the shit get contagious. Look what Draymond did the other night versus the Lakers. If I remember, I smoke weed, so I might be off. I smoke a lot, so I might be off. But didn't Draymond Green have 5? Wait a minute. Didn't Draymond Green in the first half of the game versus the Lakers, just the other fucking day, go 5 for 5 from the 3-point line in the first half? Am I tweaking? Did Draymond not do that? Now, he finished the game with only the 15 points. So the second half, he was just obsolete. But my point is, the shit that Golden State bring to the table when it's right is contagious. And dudes be on fire. How often did we see that shit from our team? And the guys that can get heated and can catch momentum like that, Darvin Ham don't know when to put these guys in. This shit is a real nightmare. It really is. First of all, the Lakers, if you've been watching the Lakers, it's not even about how good they are, how mediocre they are. If you have watched this team all year, you know, whether you're a fan of the Lakers or not, this team don't belong in no damn play-in scenario. Look how many fucking games we lost earlier in the year because of effort. It makes absolutely no sense, bro. Drop a bomb for Darvin Ham, man. I don't know what else to say. I've never seen a guy who has been exposed for the most simplest things: timeouts, adjustments, lineups, having your players identify the moment. The most simplest responsibilities of a head coach. Darvin Ham once again pees the fucking bed. It's crazy. And I'm on social media and everybody on Twitter talk about fire Darvin Ham. This is all Darvin Ham's fault. Darvin is in the pocket of Rob Pelinka and Jeanie Buss. That bald head mofo ain't going nowhere. If you really think that Darvin Ham is not going to be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers next season, you really need to be drug tested.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
He is a puppet. Darvin is a fucking puppet. That's exactly what Jeanie and Rob wants for now. Even if LeBron went out on a limb and demanded Darvin Ham to be fired Laker land, I don't believe that Rob and Jeanie will pull the trigger. I don't. They don't even know how long LeBron is going to be there. They've been kind of funny style from the beginning about the wishes of LeBron. Overall, it's something nasty. It's some nasty work behind the scenes of the purple and gold, bro. And Darvin Ham, for some weird reason, his ass is safe. His ass is safe. Next year is a totally different story. The only way Darvin Ham loses his job as the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is if they lose out the rest of the season. If we lose to Memphis tomorrow night, and if we lose to New Orleans at New Orleans Monday night, that's the only scenario that I see LA cutting ties with Darvin Ham. Shout out to my brother from another mother out in the LA area. K in the building, K Doze. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother's platform. Y'all see it on the screen, Rise with K Doze. K, good morning, gang. I'm pissed off, bro, because I'm looking on Twitter, I'm looking on social media, and all these media outlets for the Lakers who've been talking shit all season. Now all of a sudden they done thrown in the towel. Now all of a sudden we going to have to play 2 games on the road just to get to the playoffs. Like we the fucking 10th seed. We're not the fucking Golden State Warriors. If you are a Laker fan base, why the hell are you putting yourself in a 10th spot like this? It is crazy. There was a platform on social media, and I don't know if it was Laker Lead. I don't know if it was Laker Nation. I can't remember. Lakerland. These niggas had the audacity to ask the public, would we rather lose out and not make the playoffs just to get rid of Darvin Ham? Or should we continue to fight? This was a real question by a solidified, established media platform for the Lakers, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? All the practices, all the workouts, all the trials, all the tribulations you went through this season, you have a chance to go to the postseason. Darvin Ham is definitely a terrorist. He is definitely not the right fit. But you, as a real basketball fan, a real basketball platform, would ask a question: should we throw all that shit away and not make the playoffs just to have Darvin Ham fired? What in the world? Half of this roster is gone this summer. Torian Prince, gone. Gabe Vincent, most likely, gone. Christian Wood, most likely, gone. There are a couple guys that are not even going to be on this roster, D-Lo included. You never know. But to sit up here as a real established media outlet and say, should we lose out and not make the playoffs just to get rid of Darvin Ham is a fucking joke. It really is. I don't care how bad Darvin Ham ass has been as a coach this season. Guys have went through the fire to get to this point, and it's been disappointing. But look at the season LeBron has had at 39 years old, year 21. LeBron James numbers, and me and Cole went back and forth about this the other night. Y'all can look this shit up. LeBron James right now, his numbers are just about as identical as Jason Tatum, who was an NBA all-team first. I mean, NBA all first team, all NBA first team at the forward position. LeBron is damn near matching his numbers for the season. That's the level of play that we're getting from LeBron James in year 21. And we should throw that shit all away in these last two games just to sabotage Darvin Ham. I'm not even 100% sure Jeannie and Rob would still get rid of fucking Darvin Ham. They would put the blame on LeBron. They would make the excuse that that AD wasn't available. Shit is nasty work, bro. Hank, what's the word, family?
What's going on, man? I'm just getting in here. We got Lakers Nation talking
I'm pissed,
about
bro.
the Lakers losing out.
I'm pissed, bro. I'm on social media this morning, and I don't mind fans. Fans gonna say whatever they want. But I'm on social media this morning, and I'm watching real Laker platforms that call themselves media platforms that have tens and 20s of thousands of followers talking about the Lakers should lose out, not make the playoffs just to get rid of Darvin Ham. Talking about the Lakers are going to have to play 2 road games just to get to the playoffs. Basically saying that the Lakers, who are currently in 9th, are going to now move down to 10th before the season is out. I'm like, yo, what type of fucking media outlets are you to have this type of energy to be putting out all over? I can see it from just the regular casual fans, but I'm like, man, y'all have really turned y'all back on LeBron in the game, bro. This is nasty work. It really
Yeah,
is.
you know,
How
you know how I felt about it. That's the reason we made that video. I felt I wanted them to get closer to that 6th spot. With
yes,
AD being out, it's never the right call to miss the playoffs, especially when you have a chance to make it. If you're a horrible team, by any means, tank. You know what I mean?
right.
But
We've
if
seen
you're a
San
good
Antonio
team,
do it. We've seen teams
yeah,
do it before and wind up being successful as a game plan. But why would you fold if you're the Lakers right now? Like you got something to really look forward to next season.
no, you wanna definitely make the playoffs play in as much as you can. It's revenue drawn in off of that. It's hype. It's legacy, and also if stuff gets stale at some point, there will be a change. So fans and media do not have to worry about Darvin Ham getting fired. He'll get fired on his own if he doesn't, you know, become successful in the way he's supposed to be successful. That's winning ball games, winning playoff games and series. If he doesn't do that, he will get fired at some point.
I just don't think it's going to be this season. I think that bald head motherfucker has the green light this season. I don't think there's no way in the world the Lakers are going to cut ties with Darvin Ham unless we do lose out. And even if we do lose out, to me, there has been excuses already established to give this nigga a pass.
Yeah, this possibility is I think the owners, Jeannie likes him and everything, but um, being that if they don't get back to the conference finals, there could be some rumblings of maybe possibly trying to replace him, and it also depends on who's available. Where if they feel they want to go after it, that they might make a change.
Yeah, he may not even make it out of next season. He could not make it out of next season. But I'm just saying, going into this summer, there's not a player on that organization that could speak up publicly and get Darvin Ham out of there, including LeBron James.
Yeah, they're already talking about he's thinking about opting out to get more securities for himself, more money, and also like no trade clause, all that stuff.
And then you got D'Lo. D'Lo's not going to opt in. What do you think D'Lo going to do? He got a player option. He could be gone this summer.
The D'Lo thing, there's a safety net. Depending on what happens with LeBron, Clutch Sports is pretty powerful. So they've got a lot of players. If he stays, D'Lo decides he wants to leave. You know that the activation of Trae Young or what's his guys on the same team with him, DeJounte Murray,
Darius Garland.
Garland, or all these other players that they have in that organization to come. Oh yeah, and of course he's still sitting there in Chicago, Zach LaVine. So they'll pull the trigger on something if LeBron stays.
Then you got this nigga AD who's out with headaches and shit like that. Really?
Yeah.
Headaches, nigga? The last week of the fucking season where we need to really win out, where we actually got momentum, where we had a little bit of a streak in our pocket. This nigga is out for headaches.
They said
the timing on your video, bro, on AD was spot on. But I thought that it was in relation to this eye injury, and he could put some goggles on his big goofy ass and get out on the court and help this team close out. And this nigga is out with a headache versus the Warriors.
Yeah, I had a feeling even before I told you I read the article. I had a feeling when it happened that he was going to try to take off, and then I read the article that him and LeBron might take off. So I was like, oh man. So it's too critical, man. And we hate to be the old heads and all that, talking about the generation past and all that. And they had their players that took out, but it just seems like the percentage is way higher in this generation of guys just taking out when they need to play.
Yep, that's a fact.
You know one of my favorite players of all time, Isaiah. Isaiah would never do that.
Never, ever. LeBron had 30-something. Still had the flu, but he set out the game before with the flu. And I was pissed off that night. I said, man, if LeBron James is going to be sitting out in this last game, why do they have to report that he's going to be sitting out and reporting the flu? Because now you're going to have these motherfuckers who saying that Jordan did it in his flu game. He played.
Yeah, but it's you know what? Look,
narrative.
And with him, though, I give him more of a pass than I'll give AD. Because LeBron got 21 seasons on them legs, and he was playing a lot early in his career. You know what I mean? Obviously, we still need him, but I would give him more of a pass. And of course, both of them this season have played, but right now it's the winning stretch. You got to win. We just got a preview of what could happen in that 9-10 matchup against the team that you're going to play.
Word. So before we get up out of here, Hank, where the fuck do we end up? Do we remain in this 9th seed, or do these assholes on social media literally have a valid point? Could the Lakers literally fall to the 10th spot or totally out of play-in contention?
Well, no, they're
games.
They're in playoff contention. I don't think they can get knocked out because
they are locked in. I'm sorry. Yeah, they are locked in. But do you think realistically in these last 2 games they could somehow? And Golden State has 3 left. Golden State has the tiebreaker versus the Lakers. You see the Lakers falling to 10?
They can. They got to win the next 2, though. They have to. I think they win the next 2. They're fine because the last game is against the Pelicans. And if the Pelicans and there's a few of them, Phoenix, New Orleans and Sacramento, if they kind of have slides and they play each other too, the Lakers still have a possibility to move up to the 8th spot, but they have to win these 2 games. If they don't win the 2, they'll be in that 9-10 matchup. In Golden State just shows you they can beat you at home.
Yo, who wants to play Steph Curry in a single game elimination, bro? Nobody.
Man, forget that. You saw what Draymond did? Oh my God.
Well, I talked about
of the finals.
I talked about that, but that's partially due to Klay Thompson. Look at Klay Thompson, the momentum he's been getting as of late. That shit is contagious, bro. This is the worst time for them boys to be gelling the way that they gelling.
And that's what I was saying too with their whole dynasty. I kept telling you, I think they should stay together. They can be like the Spurs, like were in their last run. They just got to get those other pieces to gel with them, and they can make one last push at one more title.
But Hank, this last fucking game where Golden State blew us out was at Crypto.
Yeah.
In the best case scenario that we have next week versus Golden State in the play-in is at Crypto. Definitely. So it's just like, yo, that poor performance that we seen last game, that's everything to us.
Now you can tell AD was very. I was on the pod with on playback. Y'all go follow our playback room. AD was definitely needed there. That
Absolutely.
Defense, that would have been a different story if he was there.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm still objective. I really feel like the Lakers, if available, if healthy, can do some damage. I really do. I want the smoke. I want Denver in the first round. So be it.
Yeah, you in that 7th matchup, the 8th matchup, you got 8th in particular. You're definitely gonna get him.
I feel like. Let me ask you this, because we might have talked about this on the playback. Do you prefer to have the Denver Nuggets? I think Cole and I talked about this on playback. Do you prefer to have the Denver Nuggets, Hank, in the beginning of this playoffs or towards the end?
I particularly like teams that are tougher towards the end because
really?
you can play yourself into better basketball by the time you need them. Of course, it can go the wrong way too, like injuries, but if everything stays on course and you're healthy, I feel like you can play better basketball and then catch them, you know?
But the problem is, Hank, it's not a one-sided game. Just as well as you're able to build momentum and grow, the other team is able to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I want Denver now. I don't want to give Denver, and they, they defending champions. They have been kind of up and down in the top 3 all season. They're now trying to lock in that last spot. But, they're going to gain their chemistry and momentum the later, we get into April and May. So I don't want to have to deal with Jamal Murray and Jokic and Porter once they are really locked in the playoff mode in the Western Conference Finals again. No, give me them now.
Yeah, and then, of course, we know historically teams can be beaten that first round. Milwaukee Bucks more recently. And then in the past, remember Charles Barkley got knocked out. Dirk Nowitzki got knocked out first round as the number 1 team. So, yeah, you can get caught with a bad one, with a team that's, got a rhythm.
Now, last thing before we get up out of here, there is one matchup that's already locked in for the playoffs. The Los Angeles Clippers are going to be facing the Dallas Mavericks in the first round. We got Luka versus Kawhi. Give me your predictions, Hank, on that series, because when it comes to me, if Luka doesn't win this series, I'm popping my shit.
Well, it's going to be a great series. And every series they played against each other, Clippers versus Dallas, have been a great series. Very fun to watch. So I predict it's going 7. Shout out to best of 7. But but I think if the Clippers are healthy, I think they can beat them. I think they'll win. Kawhi out. No, he fell apart in the last several seasons. If he out, it's over. Then Dallas got it. But if they got all those guys, you go this guy right here. If they got all their guys ready for every 7 games, I think the Clippers got it.
We're going to see, man. It is going to be an unbelievable postseason, I anticipate, for the NBA community. We're just hoping that the Lakers are a part of it and have some impact. Shout out to Lakers Nation. Big up to the NBA community. And, of course, shout out to Lakerland. We are about to sign off. Seven Mitchell, Hank. Shout out to the rest of the team, Cole and BA. Quick reminder, guys, if you guys are new to this platform, make sure y'all subscribe to the Lakerland platform and do us a huge favor. Hit that like button so we can get this video out to the community. We have merchandise available as well out in our new store for Lakerland. So get your merchandise. We got free discounts available, free shipping available, a lot of different products and things of that nature. And of course, we're providing free VIP access to our Laker watch party games. So all Laker games, come on over to our free VIP watch party room. That's playback.tv/Lakerland. Kick it with me and the fellas for all the Laker games, man. We be chopping it up, unfiltered, uninterrupted. And of course, every weekend, live in full effect on Playback, we got the Lakerland podcast. So again, come follow us. It's a free room. It's playback.tv/Lakerland. Come be a part of history as we rock out for the remainder of the season. Hank, you got any final thoughts, gang, before we sign off?
Nothing much, man. Nothing I can think off the top of the head. Just everything you hit it on the nail. Make sure you follow all the platforms. Of course, I got Sports Game Vision, and we chop it up every Friday, 6 p.m. on socials, and watch the page for videos. And I'll follow Code. So was it C6LD on all his platforms? And of course, BA, Get Your Bars Up Media. Of course, Lakerland here. Follow all of us here.
Salute to you guys. Hank, what's on the menu for Friday night on Sports Game Vision? You already got the recipe cooked up or what?
Not totally. We definitely gonna chop it up about the playoffs, and I think some early predictions of what we think is gonna happen.
Sure.
But I have more in tune as we get closer. But that's the main topic I think we're gonna touch on so far. Early hot takes for the playoffs.
Gotcha. All right, Lakerland, it's a fucking wrap. I'm pissed off, but I gotta go to work. Hope you guys stay safe. Make sure, again, y'all subscribe to the channel. And the Lakers are locked in versus the Grizzlies tomorrow night, I believe 8:00 p.m. We will be streaming the game. We got the watch party going down tomorrow at 8. So make sure tomorrow, 6:00 p.m., y'all join Sports Game Vision as we do our Friday podcast. And then at 8:00 p.m., come on over to our VIP watch party room at playback.tv/Lakerland so we can all kick it and hopefully watch the Lakers get a W tomorrow. Because if they lose to the Grizzlies without Ja Morant, yeah, man, I might have to delete this channel, bro. I might have to delete this channel.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Go, James. We need you. All right, man. We are out. Hank, appreciate you, brother. Signing off. Salute Lakerland. We catch you guys later. Peace.